Leo, welcome back to the channel. Monica Louv here at The Love Messages. So today we are going to be doing your reading, and in this reading I'm going to be taking a look at past, present, and future for you. I'm going to clarify the cards and pull some advice. Okay, Leo, so let's take a look at what's happening for you for the month of September. Okay, so your challenge for this upcoming month is the Queen of Pentacles, and what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Justice, okay? Okay, so let's get started with your reading. Let's talk about your challenge. So your challenge is the Queen of Pentacles. Now, the Queen of Pentacles, as your challenge, definitely talks about your resources. It talks about your income, the things that you value. It doesn't always have to be connected to money. But if this is connected to money or work, that could be the case as well. There's definitely something here, Leo, about you reflecting, okay? I'm getting an energy of reflecting. I'm getting an energy of just really thinking about things, you know, in general. So with the Queen of Pentacles, I do feel that there may be some challenges connected to your resources. There may be challenges connected to the direction you're moving into when it comes to your resources. This could also be simply the things that you value, the things that are important to you. Maybe you're finding it challenging to determine what is important to you. Maybe at one point something was really important to you, and now that idea or connection has changed. Okay, so we're going to clarify your challenge after with the Queen of Pentacles. And also the Queen of Pentacles can also be talking about people, you know, a person that you're dealing with. Maybe you're dealing with an earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Maybe they've been you know, quite challenging for you. We're going to see when we clarify this. Okay, let's talk about the recent past. Now, in the recent past, you have the Page of Swords, you have the Three of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles. So in the recent past, there was a situation that you were involved in where you were questioning it. There was a lot of this questioning, you know, is this for me? Is this my direction? Is this my path? Is this where I need to be here in the past? And this had a lot to do with a partnership or a collaborative energy, okay? Now, for many of you, this could have been a relationship. For others of you, this could have been a work situation, right? Where you were working with somebody, collaborating with them in some way, shape, or form. So in the past, something here worked very well for you, okay? It worked very smoothly for you, very well for you. But over time, you started to question it here, okay, in the past. And I feel very strongly here, Leo, that in the past, it was very hard for you to let go of this situation. You know, it was very hard for you to let go of this situation, perhaps because you felt that this situation that you were involved in here in the past was really a part of your destiny. It was really a part of the things that you were supposed to be doing here in the past, okay? So we're going to talk more about this. We're going to clarify and get more information in a moment. Now, in the present moment, you have the Ace of Wands, you have the Eight of Pentacles, and you have the Death. So in the present moment, there's changes that are happening in your work, how you work, the things that you contribute your time, your energy to. Many of you are deciding to start something new in the present moment, okay? It's something you're very passionate about, you feel very strongly about it. And the message here is about letting go in the present moment. As difficult as it may be, the way that you used to do things is going to change. Now, we are going to have a lunar eclipse on the 7th of September, which is going to happen in the sign of Pisces. This isn't directly affecting you, more or less, because you're not a water sign and you're not connected to Pisces in terms of the modalities. But there's definitely a shift happening here for many of you at this time. And this could be happening behind the scenes. It could be happening when it comes to collaborating. Some of you are collaborating. Or, okay, you're either ending a collaboratory piece, okay, with someone, or you could be deciding to no longer work on your own. Some of you have been used to maybe working on your own, and that's changing, okay? So I feel in the present moment, there's definitely a transition, a change, a shift that's happening. It's connected to your finances. It's connected to your work. There's a beautiful brand new beginning that's coming in for you. We're going to get more information on this once we clarify. Now, in the near future, you have the Chariot, you have the Judgment, and you have the Page of Wands. So one of the things that you should be aware of in the near future is that you are moving forward from something. You're moving on from something, okay? And it's been quite some time since you have been able to do this, okay? You're finally moving on from something. You're moving forward. You're realizing something big here with the Judgment. You're waking up to realizing something big, which may have been affecting you for quite some time. I see you moving into a new direction. Okay, and I see you planning to move into a new direction. We're going to talk more about this new direction, what you can expect and what this looks like for you as you move forward. Now, what you don't see coming in the near future, what's coming in for you, which you're not quite aware of, what's coming in for you. You have the Justice. This is huge, okay? This is big. You have the Justice coming in. Underneath the Justice card, you have the Four of Swords and you have the Eight of Swords. Leo, something in your life, behind the scenes, I feel this is a private situation more or less. Something behind the scenes has been holding you back for quite some time. Okay, it really has been holding you back for quite some time. You've been feeling stuck, worried. Some of you have sleepless nights. You have a hard time, resting. In the near future, if this is something that you are either experiencing now or you experience in the future, one of the things that Spirit wants you to be aware of is the fact that things are changing for you. Okay, things are changing, things are getting better for you. There's something that you are going to be releasing, that you're going to be letting go of. And this is something that is a common theme for all of us. It's not just you. Everybody is going to be going through this transition or change at some point. I feel you're letting go of something that's been holding you back from achieving your highest potential. I feel that you're letting go of something here that's been really making you feel inadequate, that's really been making you feel stuck. There's definitely a change that's happening here. If you have been feeling, as of late, that the way you've been treated, the way you have been trying to move forward towards the things that you love, your goals, the things that are important for you, you will be released. The Justice card is here, and the Justice card is indicating that many of you are due for some justice, okay? So again, there's no need to worry about this situation. There's no need to be concerned. You're definitely going to be going through a healing phase here in the near future. And this is going to be a part of your regeneration. The Justice card is the card of bringing things back into balance. So like I said, if things in your life have been out of balance, it's been unfair, maybe you've been doing more than you need to, that is going to rebalance very soon for you, okay? So let's get into your reading. I'm going to clarify all the cards and we're going to get details on what's happening for you and what you should be aware of. I'm going to start off with clarifying your challenge. Okay, so your challenge, the Queen of Pentacles, okay, is clarified by the Emperor, the King of Wands, and the Eight of Swords, okay? Now, the Eight of Swords was in the part of your reading where what you don't see coming, okay? Which means a lot of you are gonna have a challenge, okay, over the next few weeks of untwining yourself from something, okay? And I feel you've been very much embedded with something, okay? What do I mean by the word embedded? You've been really intertwined, connected to something here that really has been affecting your finances. It's been affecting your stability. It's been affecting your passion, your drive. All of that is going to be a part of the challenge for you, okay? Because it is affecting your resources. It's affecting your ability to maybe earn income, maybe to create the things that you want to find value in certain things in your life. So your biggest challenge here is going to have a lot to do with recognizing what's been holding you back now. For the last I'm seeing 8 days, 8 weeks, or 8 months. For the last 8 days, weeks, or months, hours maybe for some of you, something here has really been affecting you. It's really been affecting you on a very deep level, and it's been affecting your stability. So your challenge has a lot to do with creating a vision for yourself of what stability looks like for you, okay? Because what stability looks like for someone else doesn't necessarily mean that that's the stability that you need in your life. So ultimately, what we're talking about here is your challenge has a lot to do with identifying why you haven't been stable, what's been creating this inadequacy within you. Is it limiting thoughts? Is it limiting beliefs? Is it a feeling that you're not capable of doing something, right? So this is going to be a part of your challenge, okay? Instead of just sitting and waiting for somebody to save you, a lot of you are going to be taking the reins over the next few weeks to disconnect from something here. And it's a process. Many of you are going through that process, and you're allowing something here to shift and change for you, okay? So this is what I'm seeing as your challenge, finding stability. Your thoughts are going to be really important, releasing negative thoughts, okay, and moving towards things that are going to bring you stability. If there's people in your life that aren't bringing you stability, or they're not giving to you the way that you feel you deserve, then many of you are going to start reevaluating that. There's a lot of reevaluations that's happening over the next few weeks, especially with this eclipse that's happening. It is a big one for us. So yes, this is about change, okay, for you. So this is what I'm seeing as your challenge. Now, let's talk about the recent past. Okay, so in the recent past, you were questioning something. Okay, we talked about that, right? You were questioning something here in the past. You were trying to gather information. Some of you were trying to determine if you needed to go back to school, if you needed to add to your skills here in the past. There's definitely an energy here of you deciding to move on from something, okay, in the past. I feel you moved on from something here that was very much inconsistent with your energy, or you may have became inconsistent here in the past because of a lot of responsibilities or obligations that you had here, okay? There was a lot of signs in the past, Leo, about you needing to move on from something, a person, a place, a situation in your life. And many of you were questioning this, constantly questioning whether or not it was time to move on from this situation. So many of you decided to move on here in the past. This could have been in connection with a relationship, a partnership, a friendship. Some of you, this could have been education, where you were enrolled in school and maybe you felt, this school situation isn't for me. I'm going to move on from it. Okay, so something here pushed you to move away or to move on from something here. And you have the Three of Pentacles. That is clarified by the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups. You have the Six of Swords, and you have the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah. So I just talked about moving away from something, and there's that confirmation with the Six of Swords. You have the Six of Swords and the Chariot here. So just moving on from things that really weren't holding value for you anymore. Partnerships, relationships, collaborative energies here in the past. It became very emotional. Some of you were dealing with somebody here who was highly emotional in the past. And I do feel that there was a point in time here in the past, Leo, where things got really heated between you and this person, very emotional. But for many of you, the beautiful thing here in the past is you saw an opportunity in this situation. When this situation caused some sort of emotional turmoil here in the past, you saw an opportunity to move on from it and to possibly move forward to a new opportunity. Others of you may have had an opportunity here in the past that was offered to you, but you didn't feel that it was for you, okay? You may have said, you know what, that's great, it's lovely that you're making this offer to me, but I just don't feel it's in alignment with me. And that's what some of you did. Some of you literally moved away from a situation that just wasn't in alignment with you here in the past. Now, you also have the Four of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles is all about holding on to things, hoarding things, So in the recent past, it took you a lot to get over a conflict. Okay, there could have been a conflict that you had here in the past with somebody. And again, all of these things that were taking place here in the past, the conflict, the emotional outbursts, some of you were dealing with somebody here in the past that was over demanding. They were expecting so much from you, and maybe they weren't putting their part in here in the past. But either way, something here started to become very heavy in the past. And it kept indicating to you in the past that it was time for you to move into a new direction. So for many of you, even though it was really hard to let go of something here in the past, and some of you may be still holding on to it in the present moment, because again, the timelines are going to be different for different people. But in the past, you were holding on to something and you knew it wasn't good for you. You knew it wasn't healthy for you, but you continued to hold on to it because you may have felt in the past that if you let it go, you would have been losing out. And it was a big deal. Okay. So this is what I'm seeing here for you in the past. Now let's talk about the present moment. I'm going to clarify all the cards. Okay, so in the present moment, you have the Eight of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles is connected to our work, the things that we're creating, the things that we're doing, how we earn our income, our craft. And that is clarified by the Six of Pentacles, you have the Five of Swords, and you have the Seven of Swords. So in the present moment, I do feel very strongly that there's been some sort of competition. There's been some sort of challenges in connection to your work. And one of the things that you need to be very careful of, especially with Saturn, in Aries, it's retrograding. I think it's going back into Pisces. We're having the lunar eclipse that's happening there. So there's something here in your work, connected to your work, that you need to be extremely careful. You need to be very careful. You need to check everything, review everything. One of the things that you may or may not be aware of is there's competition. Okay, there's people that are probably doing the same thing as you, and you need to recognize what is going to make you better. What is going to make you better than everybody else? Okay, so in the present moment, one of the key things, especially in connection to what happened to you in the past, many of you went through something here in the past that was really heavy. It was very difficult to navigate. Something here similar to what you experienced in the past is showing up again in the present moment. Okay. The message here for you, Leo, is to make sure that you're very clear on who does what and what everybody's priorities and responsibilities are, especially when it comes to work, because there's something here about your work situation, how you earn income, how you work with others. The message here is not to drop your guard too much in the present moment. Some of you are too trusting of someone, or you're too open to somebody here, and that's fine. But just remember where you came from, because there was something here in the past that happened to you that affected you on a deep level, and it's repeating again, and it's repeating again so that you don't make the same mistake as you did in the past. Okay, so in the present moment, the message here is to continue with your work, continue with your craft, but make sure you're delegating the responsibilities within your organization, within your work fairly. Okay, and don't let somebody take advantage of you. And if you see the signs of someone taking advantage of you, make sure you address those early on. That's the message here in the present moment. Now, the Death is also here as well, which means a major transformation is going to come in for you in the month of September. It has a lot to do with your past. Many of you are letting go of something from your past, or a situation that's been holding you back for quite some time. You've been reflecting on this. Okay, in the present moment, you're reflecting on it. You're trying to determine whether or not you should let the situation go. I'm going to tell you something right now, Leo. Whether or not you want to let it go, it's just going to be let go of. It's just gonna go. That's it. As much as you feel you're in control when it comes to the situation, you're not in control when it comes to this. Something here has been holding you back, and it's time to have a brand new beginning. Something here that's, that you're really passionate about, that just makes your heart sing, is going to come in for you, and it's going to indicate to you that it's time to let go of the baggage from the past. Okay, and I said this to Aries, with this lunar eclipse, it brings in very heavy fated karmic events. Okay, this is what the nodes of the moon talk about. You know, when we talk about the lunar eclipse and the solar eclipse, these are things that are going to change whether we like it or not. So this is what's happening here now. Something is going to come to an end, and something more in alignment for you is going to show up, and it's going to be up to you if that's something that you want to take on. Now, let's talk a little bit more about this brand new beginning, this passionate brand new beginning that you're going to be embarking on. That is clarified by the World, the Temperance, and the Six of Wands. You've been waiting, Leo, for success. You've been waiting to be recognized. You've been waiting for success. You've been waiting for all these beautiful things to come into your life. And I feel that this ending, this change that you've been thinking about, that you've been questioning, once it finally happens, a new cycle is going to come in. You've been waiting for this. The message here for you, Leo, is to be patient, to continue to be patient, because everything will happen at the right time, in the right moment for you, and you're just going to flow with it. There's going to be no resistance. There's going to be no need to feel like you need to be in control. Some of you feel that you really need to be in control, like constantly. You're trying to control things. You're trying to, some of you feel you're going to miss out, and everything is timing, my dear. Everything is timing. Once you ride that wave of timing, and you let go of your fears and you let go of your worries, what is going to happen is a cycle is going to close out for you. Something connected to your past that's been holding you back is going to close out for you. When it finally closes out for you, it's going to hand over a brand new opportunity, a brand new beginning, to focus on something here that's really going to bring success in your life. This new thing that you're starting in the present moment, it's going to bring a lot of success for you. But you have to recognize what is done and what is over in order to allow that success and that opportunity to come into your life, okay? This is a very important message for you, Leo. Now, let's talk about the near future. I'm going to clarify all the cards. Okay, so in the near future, you have the Chariot. You have the Chariot in the past, and now you have it in the future, okay? So what this is indicating for you in the near future here, it's talking about something that you knew you needed to move on from here in the past. You're finally going to do it in the near future, okay? So you were supposed to do it in the past, but you were indecisive about this change, or you were uncertain about this change, or maybe you were just overwhelmed in the past about creating or having this change here, okay? So in the near future, you're finally deciding, Leo, to move on. Something is pulling you forward, and you're going to move forward very quickly. You're going to make a sudden decision, sudden move, sudden change. And this is about an investment. This is about investing in something, okay? So in the near future, you could be investing into a person, a product, a service. I do feel this is connected to your finances. Some of you are going back to school, or you're going to be educating yourself in some way, shape, or form. There's an important decision here that is connected to your past. The decision was supposed to be made in the past. You didn't make that decision. You held off on it. But in the near future, you're very clear about this decision. You're moving forward. You are going to be awakening to something. Something is going to come to your attention, and you're going to feel free. If you've been feeling held back in the near future, that's no longer going to be. You're going to be happy and satisfied, very much content in your emotions and your feelings. I do feel that there's going to be a lot of forgiveness here in the past about something here that really affected you on a deep level. One of the things, and this may sound very small, it may sound very unimportant, but it's very important. Some of you are still in the need of forgiving or letting something go in connection to your past or in connection to your emotions. Once you let this situation go and you accept it for what it is, you're going to feel and find way more fulfillment in your life. I do see new love coming in for you. You're going to be moving into a new direction. The Page of Wands and the Ace of Cups. Somebody new is coming into your life. They see you. They like you. They're very attracted to you. This person's going to offer you so much love. It's going to be unfathomable. Literally, there's going to be so much love and support here in the near future. And the connection that you have with this person, it's going to be very hard to ignore this connection, okay? So as you move forward to the near future, justice is going to be served. Things are going to come back into balance for you. You're letting go of something that just really isn't supporting you anymore. And most importantly, you're meeting somebody who really has a strong connection with you. The connection is so strong that even if you tried to ignore it, it would be impossible to do so. So let's get some advice for you, Leo. What is the advice? Leo, the advice for you, your biggest piece of advice here, you have the 8 of Cups, you have the 7 of Cups, and you have the 6 of Cups. Your biggest piece of advice is extremely clear, okay? Your biggest piece of advice, Leo, is talking about letting go of something here, walking away and letting go from something that has just been nothing but distracting for you, okay? So the message here for you is what in your life has been emotionally draining you, has been causing or creating confusion for you, has really not been emotionally fulfilling for you. Look at your life, okay, over the next few weeks. Look at your life and really start to sift, go through your life. And look at your life and see what is no longer working for me, what does not make me feel alive, what is not emotionally in alignment with me. Once you are very clear about this and you start to eliminate the things that are not supporting your growth and your new direction, because you're certainly moving into a new direction now, and you need to have people and things around you that are in alignment with you. If you have certain things around you that are not in alignment with you, as hard as it may be, you may need to determine if you want to continue to hold on to these things, because the more you hold on to them, the more you miss out on opportunities. And not just any opportunities that are actually in alignment with you. Okay? So Leo, this is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. Thank you so much for tuning into this, and I'll see you on the next one.